don't know, maybe if I turned it. Okay, let's get a little. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Just turn it just a little bit. Alright, okay. Hi. Oh, guys, I'm excited. Oh, man, I look a hot mess. Okay, I promise I didn't look this crazy a minute ago. Ooh. I'm super excited for this, guys. Oh, I should have been doing this live last week, but never too late, right? So I'm just gonna let some of you guys come in. Whew, I'm excited. So remember, do all those YouTube things as you guys come in. Hit the thumbs up. Share, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Get people's attention. Let's get more people out there. Because I feel really silly right now just talking to myself. But I'm so excited. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I got Happy Meal. I got Happy Meal, guys. I'm super excited. 2 days in a row. I'm super excited. So, hi, Leah. Oh, thanks. I felt I needed my best impression for today, right? I know yesterday I looked a hot damn mess, but I mean, when don't we have, a day when we aren't, right? So, I needed to make my day productive, right? So, it's been a good day so far. It's been very productive. I was doing a lot of busy work to pass the time away because I was super excited for this. Now, yes, it's pre-opened, but it isn't actually officially all the way opened because the most important part is this right here. The rest of it is just mail from Brother Thomas, right? Okay, so usually for me, things that I am overexcited about tend to usually need to hit a few detours because usually I'm too geeked about it, right? So I should know this about me, but instead I get geeked up, right? So if you've been on the channel for any length of time, then you know that my birthday is coming up next month. And with my birthday coming up, I usually in April, I start looking for one major thing that I want for myself, right? So for the last probably, 12 years or so, that has ended up being emerald of some kind, right? Whether it is a stone or it is a ring, earrings, something along that nature, right? So I told myself at the beginning of the year that I wasn't going to buy me an emerald this year, no matter what it was, no matter how beautiful it was, no matter if it was cut into a dragon, no matter what it was, right? Wasn't going to do it. I had to find something else. So I allowed my team to lead me to this amazing person, right? So I met her through our very own Maruda, right? Her name escapes me right at this moment, but her first name is Amanda. She has a store where she deals with stones and crystals and tools and metaphysical, spiritual goodies, right? Well, anyway, she runs lives on Facebook, and Maruda gave me that invite, and I got there, and anyway, I have every once in a while I would buy a piece, or I would fall in love with a piece, or sometimes some of you gems would send me something from there because I always share her lives. And I'm like, come watch with me, guys. So, anyway, long story short, this year I decided that I was going to buy myself a piece of jewelry. So, I did it for 2 reasons. For one, I did it because I don't have a lot of jewelry, like real jewelry, and I wear silver. I'm not saying no to gold. I just I can't really afford gold. So it's kind of just silver is my thing, right? So anyway, I said it has to be silver, and preferably I would like for it to be an amulet or something that down the road my grandkids could have, and that way they could have a piece of something of me that I treasured, right? So anyway, I'm watching Amanda's live and it's called Lifted, right? So she kind of does this little flash thing of the bottom, and after all these goodies and everything, and she's like, when's your birthday again, Hershey? And I'm like, it's in May. She's like, okay, well, we're gonna find you something, sister. And I'm like, hell yeah. Anyway, I found me something, guys. It is not an emerald, okay? It is not an emerald. So it is incredibly, absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Mo. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with me. Oh my God. So it is a polychrome jasper, okay? But it's not just any polychrome jasper, guys, because good old Hershey has been doing her homework. Why, this gorgeous, beautiful, breathtaking piece said, me, Hershey, me, I'm for you, right? So, regardless of the fact, anyway, hi, fun boy, this piece, right? So, I'm looking at it. I'm in love with it. But I said, Amanda, I have to have the second. It was the second row, the last piece. I didn't know what it was. I didn't care what it was. It didn't matter. There was like this flash, right? And I was like, that's my piece, right? Long story short, I order it. I pay for it. I ordered a couple of different things, but I made sure to pay for this in full because I needed it and I needed it right now. Anyway, nobody has really seen this. I have kept it close to my heart. And like I said, when I get too excited for something, usually it has to hit a few detours. So when I moved to Florida from the flood, I switched everything over, right? I switched everything over. I switched all my debit cards over. I switched all of my PayPal. I switched all of my stuff. Tell me why this absolutely, and now that I'm actually holding it in my hand, oh my God, why this absolutely stunning, gorgeous piece had to go to my old residence in Houston. Woo! I couldn't tell you, but what I can tell you is it is here. Brother Thomas made a special trip all the way back to the apartment, which he's still in Houston, but you guys know what I mean. He went all the way back to the old apartment, picked it up for me, and then, guys, he mailed it to me, right? Like almost immediately. Let me tell you guys. So, oh my God. Guys, look at this. So, it is a polychrome jasper pennant, but for those of you, polychrome is usually like the reds and some creams and browns and stuff like that, right? But occasionally they find a green. It's like a greenish blue. Oh my God, I can't get the light on it. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then it's got the white, like what would be that cream white and the polychrome. So anyway, that was the green light right there, guys. I don't know if you can get it, but anyway, so as a Gemini, anything green. I don't care. Everybody hates the color green on certain shades, and I'm just over here going, give it to me, give it to me. I love everything green. Long story short, oh my God, this beautiful piece right here is officially mine. It's about to go on my neck, and oh my God, it shall never come off. So anyway, um, it hit a couple detours, but it's officially here. Oh my God, guys, like my hands are shaking. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to put it on me. I might have to run out and see if I can get the beautiful Mo to help me. Oh no, let's try it anyway, guys. We don't know if we don't try, right? So I felt like I needed to be in my best state of mind. I wanted my body to be super clean. So I did all kind of busy work this morning. Oh, I can't get it. And then I jumped in the shower because I wanted to present uh, 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 a worthiness of this stone, guys. It's vibrating so bad. It's got my hands just trembling. And then I kind of have long nails. And if you have long nails and these little small clasps aren't always the easiest, I might have to ask for help. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. One more college. Okay, well, let's try it one more way. Let's do the backwards to the front. Hi, everybody coming in. Hi, hi, hi. Hi. Yes, guys. So this is incredibly early. It's a little over a month to my birthday. But no, I can't get it that way either. Okay, okay, guys. So be right back. Let me go see if I can get some assistance. I'll be right back, and then we will jump into woo. Hey, let it go. I hope that didn't flash. We'll jump right into our Friday fixtures. I'll be right back, guys. I can't get it. Sorry. Oh my God. Be still, my heart. Oh my God. Really see it. If I had a little extra money, I would have got a little bit bigger one.
No, well, these would tend to,
And down the road, I can.
they tend to tangle like my hair.
Down the road, I can probably get a better chain, but
No, it's beautiful. It's dainty. I love it.
well, that's what I wanted. I wanted this to be the statement.
No, it's gorgeous.
So, okay, guys, I got. Oh wait, okay, hold on, guys. Okay, okay. Oh, all right. Oh my gosh, I literally have a mess. I have stones everywhere. I have been working with different stones, getting everything ready. Okay, guys. Oh my God. Oh. You guys. I can't even breathe right now, guys. Oh my God. Whew. Oh my God. That 18 inches, that's what I knew I wanted. I probably maybe. Wait, is this 18? Yes, 18. I'm glad I didn't get the 16. The 16 probably would have been like more like a choker or something. But the promise I made to myself is that once I couldn't wear it anymore, my grandchildren will. And I've got a couple of more pieces that are coming this year, and they are all gonna go to each one of my grandchildren when I can't wear them anymore. So happy early birthday, but oh, I'm so excited, guys. It's just so wonderful. Oh my God. I'm like, I cannot wait. Like, are you serious right now? Look at that. Like, oh my God. I don't know. Like when I was looking at my Chrysocolla that I got. Like I noticed like I had to like really zoom in on it. Like the camera really didn't do it any justice. I don't know if the camera is showing this. Can you guys see this? Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I gotta try to focus. Okay. All right. So before we jump into Friday's fixtures, wow. I know, right, Janet? Oh my god. I am so beside myself. And I'm honored that I finally got the first piece of 3 that will be going to 3 amazing grandchildren just from their nana. So I look forward to this. Anyway, I will. I'll take some pictures and I'll get some different light shadings and stuff, but I'll do all that after the live. I wanted to see it for the first time with you guys. Like I said, I ordered it, I saw it, and then it went into packaging, and it was the one and only. And oh my god, I'm still taking it in, guys. Okay, so. All right, now let's jump backwards. Let's rewind. Okay, so let's go back approximately 18 months ago, right? So about 18 months ago, oh, I forgot to do my baby hairs. So about 18 months ago, my team and the AAs that I work with, those of you who do not know what an AA is, that is an archangel, okay? So everybody has their own way of things, but for me, what I can tell you is pretty much everything I have is fifth dimension, right? It's in a dimension in the fifth somewhere doing something in its wonderful, gorgeous, beautiful self, right? So with that being said, my AAs, Miles, Thomas, and Thomas's guides, we all kind of sat down and we talked about what they wanted us to do as root workers, right? So what it was it was one show, one day a week, 5 times a week, right? They wanted it to be like a consistent full-time commitment, right? So, and at the beginning I was still kind of new to YouTube algorithm that I'm on now, and I didn't understand it. I was still learning how to handle chat, handle this, star messages, figure out how to do emails. I mean, y'all know, you've been there, right? It has been a hell of a roller coaster, right? Remember, you gotta have seatbelts in here. So, long story short, um, I'm off my sabbatical now, right? So as I was making out my calendar, they were very insistent that I start adding my Friday's fixtures. So the calendar will eventually be, it is not there yet, but we are working on it. So it will go like this for me and my channel, right? So for me, the new updates are meta messages will continue on Mondays at 11 a.m. Central Time until the foreseeable future, or unless I move to a different time zone. And then, of course, obviously, it would be a different time zone. So, okay. What comes next would be Tuesday, right? So Tuesday's title of the lives will be Trash Talk Tuesday, right? That's where you're physically going to talk the trash out. You're going to have to, instead of saying me, you're going to have to say the one word right then and there that you needed to throw away out of your language, right? It needs to be gone out of my vocabulary. But once you throw it away, you don't get to take it back. It's gone forever. It's trash. It's gone. You don't get to take it back. That's the one and only commitment part that you, as the gym, have to commit to for Tuesdays. Okay. And I'm jumping and I'm kind of like a little blurry here. So let me try to be still. Okay. Wednesdays, everybody knows what Wednesdays is. Wednesday is our hump day. That is it pumps some energy back into us with something positive and or something constructive, right? But that is our Wednesdays windows, right? That's when we do our reflection works. That's when Thomas and I sit down together with you guys, and Thomas does the conscious side, and I do like the subconscious and the unconscious, and I kind of dig around inside a little bit and I see what we are actually reflecting versus reality, right? So sometimes they go together great, and sometimes we end up journaling and we don't like it, and Wednesdays is not always our friend, right? But that's what a reflection is about, right? Being able to look yourself in the mirror and know that you can enjoy what's looking back at you, even if it's under construction right now, even if it's getting an upgrade, you can understand and still meet yourself in the middle, right? That's what it's about. So on Thursdays, it's going to become Throw It Out Thursday, right? So what Throw It Out Thursday is, it's the homework that you've done from Tuesday. Okay, so believe it or not, they go together, right? So what we, Thomas and I, or however it's going to go in the short future, is going to be literally throwing that homework away that we gave you on Tuesday. Okay, done. Done. We are going to throw it away, and we are also going to refill it though, right? So Thursdays, you're also going to get a refill on that hope cup, that uh confidence cup, whatever it is that you need a refill of, right? And then which also would bring us to Fridays, which is Friday is the closing, right? Friday is the fixture, right? So it's Friday's fixture. Today starts Friday's fixtures, right? So if you have been leading up to how this goes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is when we get to look back and we just make those little tweaks that we need along the way, right? We don't need a whole new chandelier. We don't need a whole new dishwasher if it's not, exploded, right? Sometimes it's just a little bit of tweaking is all that is needed, right? Friday will also be run wording wise different, right? So, do I have pre made messages? Yes, I do. I'm not permanent on the decks except for one they have made an emphatic decision on. Is I don't usually allowed to bring tarot into the mix, right? But the way that they're bringing a tarot deck in isn't your traditional way. Okay, so just want that out there in the the mind. Let it float around for a little while. I mean, I don't read like traditional ways anyway, so I think I'm already a little bit different when I read. So anyway, Friday's fixtures. So, like I said, they're just a little tweak to something that just needs some adjustment, right? It does not need to have it regutted and rebuilt, right? That all of the work that we do when we work on ourselves and we commit to ourselves is the upgrade itself. And that's what Fridays is about. It's actually about finally seeing it now. We've done all the work. We've cleaned all of the gorgeous, beautiful little crystals on the chandelier. Everything's ready to go. All the bulbs have been replaced. Maybe you didn't want bulbs. Maybe you wanted real candles. And maybe you got real candles hanging up there in your chandelier. And every one of the wicks are just right. You've got all the oils placed just right. You've got everything set. Just need a few little tweaks, right? And the tweaks also are going to have something in there that can learn and teach us to start looking for the smaller ways to fix smaller problems, right? Because we've already broke them down. They're not as big as we thought they were. By the time we get to Friday, it wasn't as big as we thought it was. Even if it was a big project, we found a way to break it down to where it did not take over us. We took over it, right? So that is the mind frame again. So again, this is solely committed to shadow work only. I'm going to be the one nosing around in there for you guys. I already have the messages pre-made up. And again, guys, there is only 10 slots. So this is kind of once we get going and get on a roll and we figure out who the moderators are going to be and who's going to have what position and who to go to and who's going to be my list keeper and all of that. That is where we are starting at right now today. I'm going to take 5 more minutes. And for those that are a moderator and you are here right now and you might possibly be willing to be available on Fridays at 4 Central, could be 5 your time, could be whatever time your time, whatever time zone you're in. If you would be willing to be one, a list keeper or a link dropper or whatever the situation is, if you know how it goes, then if you want to get on that, then absolutely let me know. And we will start working our first Friday's fixtures here in about 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. So I want those that do want to participate in the Friday's fixtures to be focused on one word that needs a tweak, right? No matter what that word is, and whatever your word is, that is what I am basing your card read on, okay? Now, let me tell you right now, I have no idea what these cards are. I can tell you that if you, well, you can't really see, but okay, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 decks over there, which I need to grab the books before we, oh wait, nope, I already got all that too. So apparently I'm more ahead of the game than I thought I was. So with that being said, Thomas is not available today, guys. He is taking care of business. You know, when you get moved, you got a lot of business to take care of. And it's just a lot, right? So sometimes we just still need a few days. And he's kind of still on a little bit of a halfway sabbatical because he still needs more time. He's a little bit slower in everything than all of us are because, you know, we all know he's vertically challenged. So, oh, it's okay, Swampy. I understand. And I appreciate it so, so very much. Let me see. Yeah, it's buffering pretty bad, right? Yeah, your connection is unstable. Why is my connection unstable? So they're doing a lot of construction work and stuff like that. Carla's here. Hi, Carla. Hi, everybody. Butterfly readings with Linda. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody new to the channel. Guys, I am so glad you guys are here. I really do appreciate you guys being here. That lets me know you guys want to get to know me. So, okay, look. I'm buffering. I don't know why I'm buffering. I may have to jump on my phone, guys. I don't want to, but I may have to. So that's going to make reading the chat much harder. The sun flares. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to try it. I'm just got a little bit of a buffering thing going on. Hey, CJ, how are you, love? Whoo. All right. Right now, if you are a gem and you are in the chat and you would like a wrench because you would like to help with you know, more in the channel or being able to post links, make sure you guys are really checking in with each other. Okay, all right, it is 4 o'clock and we're gonna try this. All right, so here we go. All right, if you want a Friday fixture, drop the word you want me to see about tweaking, right? Like I said, sometimes it's all in the perception. It's all in the tweaking of getting our mind remotivated on something. Ooh, Rossi, yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, Brother Thomas will be with us next week. He's just incredibly busy, so thank you so much. So right now the list is open, and remember, guys, all of my reads, they are always free, whether it's right here or if it's private and it's one-on-one. I read by donation only. Unless you guys make a donation to the channel off my wish list, then I have your little tag name in my book, and anytime you've already paid it forward, right, or you do something in the community, or you volunteer with animals, or if you've already and actively paying it forward, all of your reads will always be free. I will never put a price on pain. I do not believe in it. I'm not saying that on anybody to make anybody feel like I'm insulting somebody that charges for the reads. Look, everybody does their own thing. I can only speak for me, myself, and I. And I am not allowed ever, never, ever to take and put a price tag on reads. So what you get from me with these little tiptoes that I tip around in with the little bit of a read that you guys get when I do come online and I do shadow work with you guys, trust me, you're going to get the same energy. You may even get a whole lot more of it in one-on-one sessions that you do not get online. Because guys, look, if I'm being honest, I am a shadow reader. I have no control over what is in these cards nor what they are going to show me about your shadow. I would never embarrass anybody about it. Listen, the newcomers, you guys need to know this about me, right? I am not the one. I don't play. My moderators don't play. The first time somebody comes in looking left and they should have been looking right, they asses out of here. If they come in disrespectful, if they come in rude, if they come in talking that schmack or that yak, they asses is out. My moderators get to play whack-a-mole. I don't care unless you are a list keeper that day or you are the link keeper that day, then all the other mods get to play whack-a-mole and you'll have to try again on your next spin. But it's all about the interaction, right? So moderators, they get to interact with you guys. They get to get my dang on attention because I'm telling you what, I miss a lot of the chat because once I connect, I am just intuitively going with what my guides are saying. And sometimes they can let me slow down and sometimes they speed me up even faster. So if I miss your chat, please, please, please get with those moderators. I guarantee you, if it is a link you need of mine, whether it's my email address, the Facebook private group, whatever it is, those moderators got you no matter what. If you want to make a private donation to me, there are moderators that have my private PayPal account. As long as you send it friends and family, you will have access to it. It's not one that is on my channel. So everything is welcome, guys. Any question is welcome. The only rule around here is the only question that you didn't ask was the dumb question. There's no such thing as a dumb question ever. If we don't know, we don't know, right? I know a lot of people don't feel that way and they don't let you or make you feel inviting with your questions when you enter some of the rooms, right? But on this platform, whether I'm on location, wherever I'm at, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Bring those questions, and I hopefully will be able to lead you to the answer that is needed, right? Sometimes it's not always what we want to hear, but it is usually what is needed. So they'll pick up on that too, guys. My team's pretty sneaky. So, with that being said, if you have your word that you need a little tweaking with, and you are ready for me to try to see how this Friday fixtures is going to go, because I am just as nervous as you guys are. No bullshit. Like, I've had no prep or nothing. I've been practicing all day with it, and I still don't have it, but we're going to go with the flow. So, right now, if you have put your keyword in there, it doesn't have to be hashtag or anything like that. It just has to be the word you want for me to look at. So you can put F, and then the word that you want me to look at behind the FF so that my moderator, which is Rossi for today, will understand. And like I said, there's only 10 slots available, guys. So if you want one of those, absolutely get into it and get into it right now. when Rossi does last call, guys, that's Rossi's turn, whether it takes 1 minute to fill up those 10 slots or we sit here for 20 minutes and it doesn't fill up and then nobody shows up. And guess what? We shut the live down. We don't sit here and play and wait, right? The messages are here. They're hot. And if you want them, let's get them. So when, we got our first. Janet Lee, your keyword for me is wiring. Right? Am I saying it right, Janet? Wiring? Or is that writing? Okay, well, I'm waiting on confirmation if that's wiring or writing. I just want to make sure I got the right word that I'm supposed to be focusing, because that's the only part I'm focusing on. The message is already over there. And also, again, for anybody that does make a donation or goes on my wish list, thank you guys so very much. I thank you now, and then I will thank you later when I receive. So thank you. Rewiring. Okay, your keyword is rewiring. All right, now we're on YouTube. I'm not on one of the other platforms, so let me see. Let me pen the message. Did it pen? Message is penned, so I can keep the word fresh. All right, Janet Lee. All right, baby. So you are number 1. All right. So, okie dokie. All right. So, the only thing I am for sure about is using the Surrealist Tarot, right? Surrealist. The only reason this is being used because somewhere in the picture is my clue on the fixing, right? The tweak, right? So I'm going to be looking for the tweaks in the picture while I'm receiving the message. So just give me a few seconds here. Give me a minute. And it's perspective, right? So it's a matter of interpretation, right? So when you think about how they've got me doing this, I have to remember that it's all about perspective, right? Sometimes that's the hardest part, is just understanding the perception of it, right? So perspective. Ugh. All right, so I can tell you this much. You do have a robin coming in, right? So I absolutely love that for you, because robins are wonderful. Robins are all about new beginnings. They're all about moving forward, right? Upward, forward motion, right? So it's not about literally trying to know where you're going to land. Don't always know where you're going to land. Sometimes a gust of wind might blow you over somewhere, right? It's about knowing that wherever this robin lands for you, for your fixture, that right there is the new beginning, right? So we're going to think about that right there as we look at the rewiring of it, right? So no place like home, number 50. I don't know where I'm going. No place like home, and perspective. When you act out authentically, you command the world to reflect back. So, no place like home. Your choices, your investments. You made this. This is your project. You immerse yourself. So basically, what I feel like when it comes to the rewiring, what I think this is trying to say, because it ended up being no place like home, right? And then if I'm reading just the perspective of no place like home, it's a reminder, right? It was absolutely yours to begin with, right? Whether it was your idea, whether it was your hot take, whether you dreamt about it your whole life, or however you saw this coming in, something about the way it came into your life is the way that you need to go back to. So we're going to go backwards on the writing part, and we're going to see before, like, either the writer's block may have started. The Robin is the part about the new, right? We don't always have to start over every single time. Sometimes when we start over, we always get what we've always got, right? So the rewriting of all of it and the wiring of everything that's going on somewhere falls in the Two of Wands moment, right? So in between the Two of Wands and learning that the next step is the right step, it's in between there, right? So you absolutely understand that what you're building, it is about you, what you are writing, what you are wiring. You are the one that is in control of all of it. I don't know if you heard it when I was kind of skimming over what it said, but it really kind of meant something to me when it says that you act in your authentic way, right? You are the one that is commanding the world in which you live in to reflect back what you exactly expect to happen for your highest good, right? You don't always sometimes let an engineer be controlled by the people that sweep the floors. You absolutely take their point into consideration and you understand it, but you have to remember that it is absolutely your responsibility, right? So sometimes when we are learning to do something again, we kill ourselves, right? When we say, oh, I got to start over. Oh, I got to start over. I got to start over, right? We're already putting up stop signs right then and there. And we need to understand from that moment that only way that we get through, and if I'm looking at this through the eyes of only as the artwork, I'm reflecting the fact that, for one, it is the Justice card, and the Justice card is about knowing that the next thing that you do right about it is exactly the thing you're supposed to do. It starts right there, right? That's exactly where your Robin is landing. They also want you to remember that there is magic in the balance of not making it right the first time every single time, right? We have to have those happy accidents, right? We have to understand that that hare is going to run with all their might, even though they may not win that race. They may lose to the turtle, right? Possible. We all know how it goes. Usually the turtle always wins, right? But there is a way that the hare has managed to outslip him with shortcuts and different ways. There's always another way. You just have to look for there to be a balance to falling on our face, right? Some people are sore losers. I, as somebody that's wrote a guidebook and I've semi wrote a draft of my first book and done a few extra things, what I can tell you is I get writer's block all the time and I get so mad. Sometimes I just want to throw everything away, right? I don't give myself the grace. I don't give myself the time. Yeah, do I get out there and motivate myself and do I try to get myself creative brain thinking again, and does it work? Nope. No matter how much I crank it and crank it and crank it, if it's not ready, it's not ready yet, right? So just remember that just because it's not right this second, there are little tweaks that you yourself can do for yourself that will get you back into control of remembering that you yourself are the conductor of this train. You cannot expect anyone else to do it for you if you expect it to be done the way that you need it to go. And that's what I've got for you. Oh, boom, dum, dum. Yeah, it's weird, right? I don't know, it kind of looks like a cat right there. So, right? I don't know. Let me see what's going on here. The perspective of this. Okay, what is our keyword? Our keyword is. All right. What a great flood of information. Okay. You're so welcome, beautiful. You're so welcome. You guys give the feedback because, I'm just looking at a screen. So I don't know where it's going and I can't always keep up with chat. So if I miss your comment, get with those moderators. Trust me, they reach out to me. We're talk, if not daily, at least weekly, sometimes maybe monthly. I don't know. It just depends. But man, let me know. Feedback. Okay. So Janet, that was you. Annette, you are up and it is for health. So let me unpin this one and okay, unpin. And then let me pin Rossi's comment so I can keep up with my list as of right now. And then if it changes, just let me know. We have an updated list, but I'll use this one for right now. Rossi, thank you so much. All right, Annette. I am burning up. Okay, Annette, I actually have a guide coming in for you. Wow. Holy crap. Whew. Oh, that was a terrible fort, but I'm too hot to worry about it. Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my, okay. Oh. Y'all, the curls, right? Oh, how many of y'all know? Sometimes I'll be opening it and I'll be right there, and then sometimes I'll be way the hell off. Okay, so wait a minute. And then the bird for you is raven. Okay, and the keyword for the raven is magician. Okay. All right, so all right. Sometimes, and I am specifically looking at health, right? Now, you guys know all that YouTube-y crap, right? So it's for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor. I did take some psychology classes, some philosophy classes. I did maybe almost make it to bachelor's degree. Listen, guys, I'm just as normal as the next person, considering your definition of normal, but your specific keyword was health, right? And that's exactly what I'm going to focus on. With that being said, I recommend that, you just hear me out. And I think they already knew you were going to say something or ask about your health because, so here's what I got, right? So I got the King of Earth in reverse. So this tells me that we're just going to stay in the earth-bound part of this. And what is Earth? When it isn't those gorgeous, beautiful Mayflowers? It's a damn volcano, right? It's an earthquake. It's a freaking damn tornado, right? So with your King of Earth in reverse and Hell Train is the energy that they paired it with, what I would say is that my problem is I have one, but right now it's kind of distracting me because I talk with my hands, but I'm gonna make it work. I missed the one that was on my desk that just blew in my face. And I don't even remember what gem got it for me because I would sure hit them up and say, hey, can you send me another one? But Thomas needed it, guys, so it went to a good place. And I have my hand fan from my beautiful Marita. So I will eventually get me another one, but I wouldn't have a desk to hook it to anywhere right now. So anyway, they do want me to let you know that even if right now there is some absolute crazy shit going on, you got Hell Train going on, and you got this King of Earth in reverse. This tells me that maybe there is a storm coming, right? So what can we tweak about possibilities, right? Okay, so here's my problem. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me before I go into this. I am a damn doctor's nightmare walking when I walk in that damn doctor's room, right? And why is that? Because my list of what the hell is wrong with me is as long as this beautiful arm right here, right? If it isn't the lupus or the A1A or the brains or the aneurysms or all of the maintenance that I have to have or the back problems that I have from getting hit by a car or the knee problems from having a crate fall into my knee and having surgery, or bad feet from my lupus that's always messing with my feet, or being allergic to the sun. I'm literally a vampire, guys. I can't really go out in the sun. I get dressed in cute little sundresses just to sit in the house because I have to go outside all bundled up and covered up and shit because I have dermatitis, and I literally, like, all the little spots that you guys might be seeing right now on my skin, it's because the sun is already kind of attacking me here in Florida. So I'm gonna have to start like putting on my derma sleeves and getting all kinds of covered for the summer. But anyway, what I can tell you is that I have learned to live within my means, right, of my health conditions. I have bad lungs and I smoke, right? But I also understand that I still do the medications that I need, right? I'm always prepared for it. So sometimes we have to learn at some age, we have to understand that we are going to get to a point where everything we have is going to get worse. Eventually, my lupus is going to get to the point where I may not be able to be outside at all if there's any UVA or UVB or anything like that, right? So I do what I can when I can now, right? So we have to learn to tweak those little things so that we can, right? I can't go to concerts anymore because I have seizures from all the aneurysms that I've had, right? So I'm glad I got to go to a couple of them as a kid because I can't go to any kind of laser shows or light shows or anywhere where there could be flashy, triggery lights now because I have seizures, right? So you have to start learning to live within the boundaries of what our body will allow us to. So, with you getting the raven, it is all about the magician, right? Remembering that without you, the puzzle will always have a missing piece, right? Look at that gorgeous, absolutely stunning picture of that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful raven. Right. So knowing that the raven is always going to be the missing piece, nothing is complete until the raven shows up, that lets me know that you yourself are constantly working on you for your highest good, but sometimes we have to slow down, right? Because you're not even going to be able to meet your highest good when you aren't allowing the raven to be the part of you that needs to be missing for a minute, right? So sometimes we have to take flight, right? Sometimes we have to be that magician. We have to do a disappearing act. We have to go lay low. We have to practice. We have to learn new ways to work within our alchemy, within our own magic, within our own bodies, what we are capable of doing, what we are giving out. We have to be able that we can replenish within ourselves and we don't deplete ourselves completely, right? I give a lot of me to you guys when I sit here and I connect with my team and I have your guides coming in. But what I can tell you is the guide that is coming in really wants you to understand is that you do not check out for you. You do everything you do for everyone else, but you don't check out for yourself, right? Sometimes we literally don't. We don't literally unplug. We don't go do something completely mindless. We don't go out there and cliff dive. We don't go out there and rock climb. We don't go out there and parasail. We don't go out there and bungee jump just because we want to. We always are doing everything strenuous because somebody else wants us to do it with them, right? So what I need you to do is I need you to get out there and I need you to allow that volcano to explode. Mhm. I need you to do it for yourself, though, right? You can't always want to do everything for everyone else. And then when you can't do it for yourself, expect someone to be there to do it for you because they're not going to. You already gave all of you to them and they're off doing whatever they need to do now all by themselves. You're not included. You're not invited. You didn't make the lottery ticket that day for a seat, right? So I need you to take that energy and apply it to yourself and keep it for yourself. This is not a warning. It's literally a caution for your own lineage, right? So you get the hot cross buns as the energy for spring for you to do this, right? The benefit of this is that it benefits your lineage, right? Not theirs. They don't get to have any more part of it. They've already taken from you, right? It is time for you to put your health in perspective. A change in the wind is the energy of all of this. And what it says is that you have endured long enough. That's the opening line, right? You have endured long enough. It is time for the rehearsals and the unexpected drop ins to find somewhere else to go. You need to be the change for yourself. You need to delegate for yourself. You need to make sure that you, yourself, and you, like when somebody says me, myself, and I, that's the only person that's benefiting this right here, even though there is an after plan for it. I did it just for me. I did this gorgeous, beautiful thing that I told you guys all about at the very beginning. Look, Maruda, it's here. Whew. You have to do it for yourself. And this right here, this polychrome jasper, this very, very special green polychrome jasper also has a lot of health properties, right? I did it for myself. I did it out of my own money. I didn't take it out of donations to the channel. I didn't take it out of donations to the crime reads. I didn't take it out of donations for anywhere. I took it out of my own money. I needed this for me, no one else. I need you to understand that you absolutely are going to benefit from finding one thing better about your health that immediately needs to be changed, right? I started breaking out. Like one day we walked out to the car and it was okay. I got in the car, I'm sitting in the car, and then all of a sudden it feels like somebody was dropping hot grease on my hand. And there's just blisters just showing up because the sun was tearing my freaking hand apart. And like I said, I don't know if you guys are even able to see it, but it's there. It's like it feels like scales. It's gross. I hate it. It's all bumpy. I hate it. My lupus was flaring up. It's got a little. You got spots all over my shoulders and shit. But anyway, I had to run into a store and I had to get something like on my skin immediately because I couldn't take it, right? I couldn't, I was already dying. It was like 80 degrees. It was hot as hell. All I'm saying is you have to protect yourself. For whatever reason, they want you to go ahead and let this outbreak be your turning point, right? I'm not saying go out there and blister up in the sun because that will be your changing point, your directional pivot, none of that. What I'm saying is let the volcano go so that everybody understands you have had enough. You have blown your top, you ain't taking no more. You can't take someone else to the doctor when you can't even get yourself to the doctor. You can't take and help someone with their homemade oatmeals and soaps and special thises and special that's because you don't have it for yourself. It is time for you to put all of your medical first. So we're ending it with the sun, right? So that is a gorgeous sun or whatever, but they said find the cat, right? Guess what I had to do? I had to turn it upside down to find the cat. So in this yolk, believe it or not, right around in this area, the yolk has got a little bitty cat right there. Although when you hold it this way, you see a swan, right? So what I'm telling you is that even though it's upright and you got all of this, even if it turns upside down, you still have a cat in your corner. So absolutely make sure that you are looking at it from the bigger picture of your health in this situation. It absolutely needs to take a front seat. that's what I've got for you. Oh my. Guys, I will get my speed picked up here and I will get with it. This is my first time. So, but we will get them together. We will get a better flow going. Okay, so who do we have next? Kish? Kish, are you here? You're welcome, Annette. Oh, and that is the other thing, guys. You guys have to be here because you know if you ain't here, I ain't gonna do it for you. I'll do nothing for nobody. No, you got to do the work yourself. I'll give you some hints and clues, but you got to do the work yourself. So, yeah, put you first, babe. Sometimes we have to. Trust me. Okay. All right. So, SR Kish is here. Here. Oh. Okay. Well, you know, it's been so long since I've seen and looked at my surrealist tarot. It's like, oh, wait. That's kind of wonderful, but it's been a minute since I saw that card. And I can only look at the artwork. So what am I... What are they? Are they mushrooms? I would say they are some kind of mushroom, maybe. Maybe not. I didn't know. We're gonna go with mushroom. Okay. All right, but we are not starting there. That is our focus. Our focus is here. Our focus is there, and our keyword is love and romance. Okay. Well, I would have to say I would... would they be in a relationship right now? Prosperity. Oh, well, those are some good words right there. So, okay. All right. So we're starting in the overall energy of you have a leg up, right? So you said love and romance, right? So this can go one of two ways. So if you're in a relationship, then this is a great thing. If you are single and you are actively looking, this is still a really good thing, right? Because you're literally going to have a leg up in the situation, right? So we're starting off with the energy of a leg up. And where they want me to remind you is that you've already been here before, right? But sometimes we bring yesterday's shit from exes into today's situations, right? And then if you want it to turn into more than a situationship, then you have to understand that, for one, do not ever bring yesterday's who knew what into today's building, grow, learn. Right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to understand what your roots are and how you want to be loved more than anything more, whether it is from a person that has been broken or not, right? I would say probably go get someone that's had their heart broke before, because you know you don't want to break your own heart, and you get to help them learn how to love themselves enough to want to fix their heart so that maybe you could earn their heart, right? So here we go. If you are in a relationship right now, I am going to say that you are going to need to bend just a little bit, right? Bending isn't a bad thing. Stretching isn't a bad thing. Breaking is ultimately the worst fucking thing, and we aren't going to break, right? So the fixture for you is learning and understanding that every single person has a past, no matter what it is. They really want me to focus on roots, right? What holds it together? What brings those people together? I don't know if it's male, female, male, whatever. Look, I don't know. I don't care. Your energy is your energy, right? We are entitled to be what and who we are, right? So, what I will tell you is that you are on the right track. This leg up tells me that you have been here before, and because you are done disrespecting yourself, you are absolutely not going to disrespect the bad person, the next person, right? Even if you were the bad guy in the last relationship or you cheated, and I'm just saying bad guy as in bad guy energy, right? Even if you were the one that cheated or you were the one that got cheated on or whatever the situation may be, or you felt like it was time to play tit for tat with somebody because they're always getting, so you're ready to got them back, and all of that back and forth, stepping over, stepping on, stepping through, stepping around, and all of that other bullshit. Wow, right? That's a whole mouthful. But when you realize that you're done with all of that, because you're not going to do it to yourself anymore, that moment is the moment that you realize that you're ready to receive someone unconditionally, right? Unconditionally comes with knowing where they come from. You are starting in the Eight of Earth position, right? So you've got this Eight of Pentacles position going on. And what I can tell you is that you're ready. You're absolutely ready. You get a leg up because you've already been down this road. And even if you were the bad guy energy before, you learned the hard way and you healed your own heart. You didn't give anyone else a chance to mend your heart, fix your heart, and prepare your heart for the next one. You did it all on your own. So you are the only one deserving of this energy. They didn't help you. They may have broke it, but you were smart enough to know I can't go back to the same person that broke it and expect them to heal it. It doesn't work that way. That's like, that's like two pieces of the wrong side of Velcro. It's never going to stick. Okay, so listen, you got a heads up here, right? So know that whatever is coming in for you is coming in with a root-based sensation, right? It is coming in with trust and fully ready to embrace the roots and emerging path that you are already on, right? This person is going to literally be your cinnamon and you're going to be the spice, or vice versa. Maybe you're the cinnamon and they are going to spicy up your life. I don't know how it's going to go, but it's literally going to go hand in hand. If you are supernatural, they're going to be supernatural. If you are white button down shirt with a beautiful cool ass tie and pretty little socks and you like to show your socks with your stepping shoes, I don't know. I don't know what your fly is. But your fly and your stamina, everything about what you are ready for is ready to either give it away and or give and receive, right? You're ending with something knowing that it took you to literally feel like you were in a curse to break the curse, right? So the card that came was upright. It takes a curse to break a curse, right? But it's already broke. You already did it. It's already over with. You broke those chains. You paid that cosmic debt, and they paired it with Nine of Cups energy. We all know what the Nine of Cups is. And look, even though they're a little bit ugly, I think they are mushrooms. And mushrooms grow from what? Shit! That's the best part of it. We can fall into the biggest pile of crap and come out smelling like roses. So trust yourself, trust the fall, trust that you pulled yourself up and you are blooming and you are ready to go. So it does look like if you're not actively searching, it is time for you to do that. The bird that is coming in for you is the wren. The wren says, dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. You are at your most lighthearted when you face the hardest work. You are joy. You are aspiration and inspiration. Continue with your stamina. You are Ren. Isn't that fucking wonderful? Oh my God. Mwah, Lisa Hunt. I don't know anybody. I don't know any. I know a lot of damn good artists, but I don't think anybody other than Lisa Hunt could have made this deck come to life the way that she did. I absolutely love you so much, and that is what I got for you, S.R. Kish. That is your Friday's fixture. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we got an updated list. Okay, let me unpin this one. Y'all, give me a second here. We gotta go with the flow. And like I said, we're gonna go till a few more minutes still, because I started a little extra early because I wanted to do the very special unboxing because of my absolutely gorgeous amulet that I got from Lifted. It is a gem and metaphysical yummy place. And if you want any information about it, Maruda is finally in the chat, and it's because of Maruda that I found her. So get with Maruda, and you guys can find even more gorgeous, beautiful pieces like this. Okay, so updated list, penned. So, all right, let's. Okay, so we are at Hypnicity. So, Hypnicity, you are next. All right, Hypnicity. All right, now let me just look. So, we've got Hypnicity, Swampy, Rossi, and Millie, right? All right, that's what we're at right now. And I'm going to get through these and we'll see where we're at. I've got a little bit of an energy burst from this beautiful baby here. Oh, we need her a name for her, don't we? She needs a name. She's a whole vibe. She is for those that weren't here at the beginning, she is a polychrome jasper, but she is a green polychrome jasper, which makes her even more rare of a gorgeous little find for me, because anything green for this Gemini, and we're a little wicked over here, and wicked always wins. So, all right, Hypnicity, you are up, babe. I hope this is working with you guys. Chloe! Oh, and okay, so a little bit of a tidbit surprise. I may have another surprise unboxing of some beautiful something's coming probably next week, but that's okay. And I can't wait to share it. And it's from another beautiful one of our gems, Chloe. And that will be next week's unboxing. This week, we have Amanda from Lifted, and I don't have the name completely, but Maruda knows the name. Maruda will get everything. And there is a show tonight with the Lifted Realm. So you guys, I'm telling you, superb. Her, Chloe, a couple other. I cannot live without you guys. Keep bringing them beautiful pieces to us, because I'm telling you, they make birthday gifts so good. All right, let's go, Hypnicity. All right, baby. What is my keyword? Abundance for Hypnicity. Okay, abundance. We need to small little tweak for abundance. Okay. Let me see here. Your bird is eagle, baby. You got eagle. How wonderful is that? All right, so we're starting here with eagle. You must gain altitude if you are to reach the part of the sky that is limitless. You must fly higher. Okay. All right. So, all right. I'm going to stop right there for just a second, right? For abundance, right? Sometimes we forget what we already got, right? So in my head, I'm at a tower moment, right? So why am I at a tower moment? Because a tower moment is when the universe steps in and says, you forgot to take grateful, humble account for what you already have, and they just yank it all out from under you, right? Because we weren't being accountable, we weren't being humble, or we weren't realizing just how rich at heart we actually were, right? Because either the super ego or the super pride or the super something or other was getting, dang it, in our way, right? The want, and the whole time we always had exactly what we needed right then, right? So when you think about the word abundance, what part of abundance are we actually looking at, right? Because we can think of so many different parts of abundance that can be like, well, I have 200 tarot decks, so I have abundance in tarot decks. Or I have 8 plates and I have 8 bowls and I have 8 silverware sets with the spoon, the fork, the 2 fancy forks, the knife, the 2 funky spoons, the sugar spoon, and I've got all of that. But oh, where am I needing abundance at? In love? Oh, well, let's see. I have children that love me unconditionally. I have a spouse or a significant other that possibly loves me unconditionally. But there's always going to be the accountability. Well, they're human like me, so we're not always going to like each other, but we love each other and we're going to support each other. Or is it that I don't have enough money coming in and I need more money coming in? That kind of abundance. It's about breaking down the word abundance itself, right? We tend to want to put all of our eggs in one basket sometimes, right? So sometimes we need to have those baskets disappear. The only way to do that is for you to rise above the basket, right? So that's why you got eagle. You can't be in the basket and see what you have. You have to go above the basket and look down so that you can see exactly what you already have in abundance, right? And then you can realize what you need to either weed out or continue to grow, manifest, and then eventually it will start to metastasize. And then you're going to have abundance in everything because you started it with a healthy garden, a healthy amount of soil, because you remembered to go up into the bigger picture because you couldn't see it because you were standing in the basket with all of the things you needed abundance clarification for, right? So I would think that right now, the little Friday fixture for you, it's just realizing that what you need is just above. You see how you can't really see my fingers? It's because I am above the line of sight, right? So the line of sight lets me know that I can't see it inside this box. I will never see it inside this box. I have to understand that I need to either go out to sea because they paired go out to sea with the Queen of Water, right? So when you think about going out to sea and you read about the perspective of going out to sea, I lost the book closed on me. Give me 1 second here, guys. Everything seems to work out until you realize that you can't put anything else in the boat. You have no more opportunities. Otherwise, you will be washed over and probably flood. You will sink. Your most prosperous potential is to get outside of your own way, your own beliefs, address, get out of the way of the money and the abundance that you seek. These are Colette Baron Reed's words, not mine. Everything flows from your inner to your outer, right? So this is that moment when we realize that as above, so below, as within, so without, right? We need them to reflect. And the only way you're going to understand that you're already there, and it is absolutely a reflection of both something beautiful inside and out, is to get up. You need to go up. You need to understand that whatever it is that you're seeking, you're not going to find in the basket that you're standing in. So understand that maybe next time when you start feeling like you are not enough, you need to start rowing, and you need to realize that the magic 8 ball is telling you, the magic 8 ball here is telling you maybe next time, right? So right now for today, your fixture is to just be humble, sit down and wait for your eagle to come back. Because when your eagle comes back this time, sometime tonight or over the weekend, when you call for them to come back, just tell them to take you as high as they possibly can carry you. And then once you can't go any higher, it's at that moment I want you to look down and I want you to see exactly what you had in the basket with you before you took flight. And now you can see where your abundance is for yourself. And you don't have to look to anyone else to tell you where abundance needs to be at in your life, because you'll know it. You'll recognize it. You'll see what you may have too much of, what needs to be tweaked, what could possibly be shifted or moved, or maybe I need to pay it forward, right? Because I got that 6, right? You got that 6, that moving on, moving to something, right? We can't carry it all. I know it looks like you can carry it all on the ship, but guess what happens? What happens? You will sink. You cannot carry it all. You must lighten the load. The eagle can't carry you and the entire community, the entire basket. It's up to you to make the adjustments so that your abundance is a perfect reflection of what you feel it is inside and out. That's what I've got for you, babe. Oh, we're amazing. Why are we amazing? Why are we amazing? Why are we? I mean, I know we're all amazing, but oh God, whatever it is, we're all amazing. We're all amazing. All right, updated list is, it's hot in here, guys. Where them fans at? No, I'm just kidding. You're welcome, Hypnicity. Sometimes I have to have a reminder too, you know. I'm telling you, I look back and I'll be like, nope, I don't need a damn thing. I don't need anything. I have more than enough. Whether it is more protection, more love, more something, it doesn't matter. Abundance is always there. We just need to realize we have to find that one for ourselves. And you have an eagle that'll help you get there. Swampy alchemy. Ooh. Swampy wants to talk magic. Oh. Yeah, you guys do all of the YouTubey things. Mr. Floyd's universe is an amazing, amazing place, right? So I literally just met him like a couple of days ago, because you guys know how Miles is. Miles won't leave me alone until I do it. When he says jump, I have to say how high, right? And a couple of times I brushed him off. And then a few days ago, I was sitting in Care Bear's morning chat, just sitting around chatting, listening, talking shit, waiting on a troll to come in so I could play Whack-A-Troll. And sure enough, no troll came in. But this pretty cool guy comes in. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Yes.
I have a delivery.
Come in!
No, I can't come in here.
A fan!
That's what I told you. You're like, I have a food.
Well, hey, hold
You
on.
can put it on the floor.
Hey now. I'm hot, guys. Thank you. Thank you from the Magic Hand of Mosaic, guys. There you go. All right. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me just keep going where I'm at. I'll fix it in a minute. So anyway, I got to meet this Mr. Floyd guy, right? So he's actually got a pretty cool channel. And I like the way that he channels, period. But anyway, he's a pretty cool guy. So moderators, if you want, go ahead and get his all his business going if you want. And if you want to tag Chloe in there, guys, she is freaking wonderful. I mean, you guys, I just can't wait. I can't wait for the unboxing of Chloe's stuff. But I'm not gonna tell you nothing else. All right, Swampy. Let's see. We are doing alchemy. Okay. I feel like there's a hair in my eye. Curls, right? You can't ever get rid of them. They're always in the way. They're always in the way. All right. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. All right. So, yeah, I see what they're doing. All right. Let's see. What is that? 52. 52. 52. Y'all, I don't have the deck memorized like that. Like, right? I've had it for, I don't know, 7,412 years, but I don't have the deck book memorized. 50. 50. I'm going to need some more of my stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on right here, right? So we're just going to start with the things, right? Everyone makes mistakes in this thing called life, right? Sometimes we want something very badly. Like sometimes when I want something very badly, it hits 5,000 detours, maybe even goes to a few extra states before I actually get it. But eventually I get it. That's how I got this ended up today. Anyway, long story short, sometimes we have to come to the realization is that it is time to realize that we are chasing after something really pretty and shiny, and we have actually lost focus on what we're actually doing, right? What we're actually supposed to be focusing on, right? So we are starting with the mending, right? So it's not about literally starting over. That is not where we're at. So when we talk about alchemy, alchemy is about magic, right? It's about turning one thing into something else, right? When we want something, whether it's straw into gold or water into wine or whatever it is that you are trying to transform, transmute, or um, make different, you have to start with some kind of spell, some kind of magic, right? You have to mend something. Sometimes you have to tear something so that you can put some magic knots and stitches and sew it back together. And the magic is within the way you're sewing it, maybe, or the way that you are knotting it together, or something along the way, right? Maybe it is about actually starting where the X marks the spot. And I do mean that literally. Your hint or your clue falls in literally X marks the spot, right? You clearly miss something, right? So mend it by fixing it, going back, starting again. We're not going to start over because we clearly didn't end up on the X. So we know nothing that way is going to get us to the X, right? Doesn't matter how shiny it was. It doesn't matter how pretty it was. It doesn't matter. It was a distraction and we fell for it. Squirrel! It happens. We all get distracted. You are no different than anyone else. So the little things that need to be tweaked with you is stop being distracted by the things that are shiny, pretty, and new, right? Yeah, it's not what you're looking for anyway. Alchemy isn't new. Magic isn't new, right? You aren't new. We are a form of magic within ourselves. We just have to learn to control it. We have to learn to activate it. And then we have to learn to let it resonate and live within us in a comfortable place, right? So remember that you've got the Knight of Pentacles coming in here in reverse, but he's coming in this way because he's coming in too hot and fast all the time. He's always coming in hot, right? So we need for him to hit the brakes. So we're going to rein in them brakes. We're going to grab that damn rein, and we ain't going to let him lead no more because he's running too hard. That poor praying mantis ain't got a chance. His little legs are going to run off of him before he actually even gets to approach the finish line because he's coming in too hot and fast. Remember that you are in the 5 of fire position, but it is reversed. So you are not completely wrong with the way you are thinking. Aleister Crowley wasn't everybody's friend, and neither was a few other people that got out there in the end of the magic world, but at least they got out there. I mean, would Houdini be who Houdini was if Houdini didn't get out there? Or some of the other big, famous, beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful magicians that we all know that wanted to learn and understand to control the obstacle illusion of what it is, right? It's all about that obstacle illusion, right? So you get composure. Although it is about remembering the past, it is the way you create from that that you find the purposeful future, right? We learn from our own history. We learn from those happy mistakes that didn't work the first time. We just maybe need to shuffle the ingredients around because we've absolutely got this. The bird coming in for you as your warning sign or as your confidant, your familiar, or just something to help you get going is the starling. The starling is number 33. Oh, do. At first, you must be gathering of all of the minds to be, for you are an expansion of all ideas to be. You are the catalyst because of your wings. Hello, starling. You are the catalyst because of your wings. You don't have to trust that tree branch or that wire or that fence. You only have to trust your wings. That's what I've got for you, babe. Y'all let me know. Give me some feedback. Is this like jiving? Is it feeling even remotely similar to how we like our Mondays and our Wednesdays to go? I mean, he did, Annette. You're absolutely right. I love a good soft deck. My dream is to one day own a greenie, but I understand I have to earn that, and it may be several years down the road, and I may never earn one. But either way, I love the man. Right? Okay, is he way out there in BFE? Yeah. We ain't gonna get there though if we don't move out of the seat. And we don't use those 2 feet in a heartbeat, right? Those things that carry us, the 2 feet in a heartbeat. Without getting out there, we're never going to learn what too far is. We have to have the consequences, absolutely. But we also get the beautiful blessing on the other side of it just for participating. So get out there and try it. Oh, thanks, Risa. Thank you. You guys just, yes, keep loving me. Keep coming back because we all get to know each other. If you guys have made any donations or went and used any of the links, I haven't checked my phone or anything, but thank you so much. Okay. Rossi. Connection. And then Melly. And then I don't know if there's anybody after that. Where is Hershey? I don't recognize the background. Well, okay, I am not on location. I am. There's been a few hiccups along the way, but the ocean has won the call, and I heed the call. I am in Florida, so I couldn't resist the ocean, and I am now in Florida. I'm getting closer to the Bahamas, y'all. Hey. All right. Rossi. Yes, back in Florida. Yes. Florida let me come back. I didn't I didn't burn out my welcome. Okay. Well, how is this my hint or clue? Okay, well, hold on. I gotta cover up the banister. Let me just look at the artwork here. What is that though? Oh, they're straight razors. Oh. So straight razors are cutting the clouds. She's blue. She disappears. She becomes one with the horizon, clearing the clouds out of the way so that she can be one. I think you're going to be cutting something, right? Okay, so a cord cutting ceremony comes to mind, but not everybody practices And some people feel like you need to do your own cord cutting ceremony, but then some people believe that if the witch is powerful enough, that she can perform the cord cutting ceremony, right? I would like to consider myself strong enough, but sometimes we just need something of our own, right? I do think I remember Miles telling me that one of your guides told me that some kind of something sharp was calling. No, something else. That was someone else. I think it was knots, like magic knots. Right, crocheting. Yep, crocheting. Okay, I'll get it out here in a minute. Okay, so your team wanted you to do something with like magic knots or something like that, right? And I know you already like crochet and you're already making stuff for not just yourself, but for your family and for your friends, and it's absolutely gorgeous, right? So this is the time where I think when they want you to cut something, maybe it's about cutting a new pattern. Maybe it's about learning a new design. Maybe something that you've already made needs to just be cut up and moved out of the way, right? Or maybe something that you're currently working on needs some new kind of tweaking or perspective about your connection, right? Sometimes we do too much and then all of our circuits and our motherboard kind of gets overloaded, right? And it doesn't know what to connect to because there's too many things stimulating it, right? Sometimes we have to cut out what isn't actually serving us, right? Not everybody is going to be able to pull fire fabrics from a candle if they aren't meant to work with candle magic, right? Not everyone is going to be able to do mirror magic correctly and safely if they're not meant to work with mirrors, correct? It goes the same way when it comes to those gorgeous, beautiful magic knots, right? Whether it's crocheting, weaving, sewing, actually making knots and making the bracelets and the jewelry and the neck baskets and stuff like that, that is containing those beautiful witch knots, right? If you are doing too much, sometimes you can overstimulate your own motherboard, right? So this Seven of Swords coming in reverse tells me that something needs to be cut out, right? They paired it with Fortune favors the bold. I think something needs to be cut out, right? It could be a hobby, but it doesn't have to be part of your practice. It can be a fun craft, but it doesn't have to be part of your practice, right? Something isn't working with the way that you're using it for your connection instead of actually using something that you are drawn to for your connection, right? So if you want your connection to remain where it's at, they're hitting you with the Two of Pentacles, right? So that is literally, what is it about? It is not about the damn balancing act. So everybody that instantly goes, oh, it's about the balance. No, it's not. We are deep diving that. So therefore we have to know, excuse me, that too has to have a deeper meaning. By that meaning, what I'm saying is it's about removing the distractions. You can juggle. You can juggle it. You can do it all. I don't care if you are juggling 4 things and you want to figure out how to juggle 5 things, or you are juggling 6 things and you want to learn how to juggle fire. Whatever it is you want to learn how to juggle. What isn't serving you, throw it out, get it out of there, get it out of the way, because there is something else that you can replace it with. And then all you got to do is get rid of the distractions. You can do this, but you first must quickly figure out what the distractions are and get them out of the way. You're coming in with breathe, and the perspective about breathing, it's about controlling the breath, right? So what is that famous one that Uncle G likes to do, where first we pause for 4 seconds and then we breathe in for 4 seconds, we hold it for 4 seconds, we exhale for 4 seconds, and then we pause again for 4 seconds, right? We literally control every aspect. Some people, when you go to Terry's holding your space. When you go to her channel, she brings us in sometimes with meditation with all of those different breaths and different breath works, and she studied them. Sometimes our beautiful own one and only gorgeous Jane the Seeker will bring in some breath work for us, right? And she brings it in from a trained perspective from the monks that trained her, right? So you are definitely going to be elevating with those breaths that she's teaching you, right? You're going to be going to a place where you're actually feeling like you're lightheaded, like, holy cow, you are making a real connection, right? You are going to get that kind of connection, but you need to learn to start with maybe just some simple controlled breathing. And while you're breathing in, work on what you want to what you want to bring into your root system. And then while you're holding it for that 4 seconds before you just blow it out with all you can, as hard as you can, and as far as you can, because you don't want it in your circle anymore, right? As you're throwing it back out there, you are letting it go, and you are instantly feeling that lightheadedness because now there's more room, right? So we can take in maybe a deeper breath or a bigger breath or whatever. You can always build it up, but sometimes once you've already overstimulated it, you can't do anything but literally start unplugging it so that you do not fry the motherboard. So make sure that you understand that you are unplugging. You're being very bold about the decisions that you're making. And in order to be bold, you have to understand that you are doing this for your roots. The bird that is coming in for you is the crane, right? What do we know about a crane? For one, they are a working kind of bird, right? They are constantly going. They do not ever quit. They are the sign of a bird that is full of awareness 24/7. Never, ever, ever, even when its head is down, not even for a moment, will you catch that I am not actively full of awareness. I am present in every moment, no matter what. I am mindful of you and me. I can see. I am the crane. I need you to understand that you are needed, that you need that crane right now more than you ever did yesterday, right? And you're going to need it just as much tomorrow and maybe for a few Sundays that follow, because there is something that needs to grow. And if you do not start throwing things away, cutting off what isn't serving you, do a cord cutting ceremony, and then releasing the energy as well, completely cutting you from it, you will not be able to fully remove the distractions. So remember to get those distractions out of there because you can juggle it all. I love you, babe. That's what I got for you. I'm just throwing cards. I'm like, I know I got cards somewhere. I keep throwing them. Y'all know, if you're new to my channel, I am a card slinger. I will throw some cards, baby. Get out of here. Even if it's a good card. Out of here. It was good. We celebrated you. It was good for the moment, baby. Get your hot ass out of here. So, I'm glad it makes sense. I love it. How is Brother Thomas? Oh, he is really good. So he's taking care of some business with banks and stuff like that today. That's why he couldn't be with us. But he sends all of you guys many blessings, and you know how he is. He would tell you if he was here, thank you for being here and getting to know us and enjoying and participating in our new show that starts officially today. So I'm going to get through this last one. Our last one is Millie, and this is on career, and Millie is here. So I'm just going to literally jump right into it and see what they got here. And like I said, you guys come back, leave a comment, do all the YouTubey things, like, share, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this. And guys, I know no is a complete sentence. I know how to take constructive criticism. If you see something that could be tweaked or feel like something that could be different, if you feel like maybe a different deck would have paired differently, please, please, please. I love the feedback, guys. I absolutely enjoy it. So get it in there. I'm not asking it because I'm trying to get the algorithm to recognize me, because y'all know I will never monetize. It ain't about money. It never has been, and it never will be. It's about just reach one, teach one. So I need that very special one person that I'm meant to meet to find me. So if you guys aren't sharing me and you're holding me hostage, I'm never going to meet that one special one that I can help change, whether it's their life, their perspective, or maybe it's just their attitude some days. I need to reach them, and I can't do it without you guys. All right, Millie, here we go. So I see that you are here, and I am so glad, right? You are starting with the wheel, right? So I am a 10-1. So you are starting in my start position, right? We are going right for the jugular vein. And if you look at him very carefully, he carries him with him everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes, he is holding a version of him, right? He's holding a version of him here. He's holding a version of him right here. And then he's holding a version of him right here, right? Because it's kind of like them dolls that stack within each other. This is, we are a part of us at all times, right? We constantly have opportunities to stop, resupply, rest, catch up, breathe, stock up, throw away what we collected that didn't serve us, celebrate the wins that we made, the struggle that we just went through. Damn, we did a little bit of a struggle, right? We need to pat our own self on our own back. We don't need nobody else to do it for us. We recognized it too. That's why we are going to stop at this 10. We are stopping at this stop sign. 10s are stop sign. 10. You're either a 10 or a 1. No, you're both. You are a 10-1, right? You are a stop sign so that you can check your supplies, check all of your surroundings, check your path, because at the same time, you are a damn magician and you are going to be able to produce what you have, throw away what isn't serving you, and keep on moving. Whether you are going to repeat and start all over again because you're working on those archetypes, or you're very curious and I want to see what the family's got for me because my birthday's coming up. Hey, so I'm going to keep it right on moving, right? And I'm going to chug on down that line because I'm not stopping until I get to 21. Either way it goes, it's your stop sign, so take advantage of it. But remember to celebrate the wins. Even though it is only 9 wins so far, that is 9 wins that if you don't celebrate them now, you don't get to celebrate them when you get to 21, right? Because you just work 12 times harder and you ain't going to worry about the ones that were stepping stones along the way, right? Because that's what they're going to look like when you get there. So you need to stop right now, recognize them, and then go right into the mentality of I am this magician. I can do this, right? So this career will work for me. It's just a matter of a little bitty fixture, right? So we are going to add a washer, basically, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to add a washer. We already got the bolt. We already got all of the nuts and everything else. We just need a washer, right? That washer is you recognizing it when you saw it, and you saw it right now today. Whether it's going to be right now, whether it's going to be in 5 minutes, whether it's going to be in 5 days, 5 hours, 5 days, weeks, months, I don't know. It's timeless at this point, but you can learn to look for it and recognize it because it starts right now. Everything that you want, you can start manifesting it and bringing it into existence. You have the flexibility to hold yourself in positions that no one else can do. And people want these positions, right? But everybody can't do these positions, but you can do them effortlessly. You just have to recognize one little thing. So let's see if we can find that one little thing, right? That little grain of sand. We all do it. We all have it. We just got to go back and find it, right? We got to find that anchor, that little piece of sand, right? And yours is about your flexibility, right? But it comes when you recognize that even a clearer version is yet to come, only because you haven't manifested it yet. You are still learning to stretch. But once you complete this impossible stretch, your spirit and your team has a plan for you, right? So right now, don't look at it like I have to have it tomorrow, right? If you can't stretch, then you can't bend and you cannot be flexible that you need for that perfect career. Whether you're building it by scratch or you are building that resume so that you can walk into the perfect office and get it and have the best job and the best career and love it, and then it don't feel like a job at all, right? So just remember, right now there are a few things of yours that will need to stretch just a little bit. You don't know what they are. Maybe it's about saving money. Maybe it's about building a better resume. Maybe it's about creating a resume if you don't have a resume. Even if you're building a blueprint for your own company and you want to go into business with yourself. However it goes, you have to invest in you first, right? You are your first line of investment. You are your first blueprint. You take you with you everywhere you go. So you need to make sure that you are always prepared. And if you're always prepared, guess what? You're always ready. It doesn't matter what comes at you. You're always ready for it. So stretch, 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 stretch. Remember that your fixture is a washer, and we are going to stretch just a little bit more, even if it is about learning to be more disciplined with your finances, disciplined with your purchases. I have FOMO bad, y'all. Does anybody else? Raise your hand. I got to raise them both because I get FOMO bad, whether it's a deck, a tool, a hair color, a haircut, earrings, an outfit, whatever. I get FOMO all the time. Fear of missing out. Fear of, most importantly, not having it, right? Sometimes we don't need it. We just want it. So recognize your needs. Make sure that you bring those needs in focus. Make sure that you don't have a want that is trumping a need. Make sure the needs are in focus. Stretch you so that the career can only help you become more flexible and understand things more. The bird that comes in for you is the seagull. And the seagull says, you are learning to navigate through the chaos. You are exploring a deeper water that you have never found. This bounty-less border is here for your supply, seagull. Limitless, right? And also on top of that, you've got astrological new year, right? So the energy paired with this beautiful seagull is knowing that you may not have it all or what seems to be the end. Just realize it's only the beginning until you fully breathe it in, right? So remember that this new you that you are working on building and turning yourself into and stretching isn't going to happen overnight. Nobody walks into a gym and walks out with no badass built body. What is it? Brick shit house body overnight. That shit don't happen. And if they said it did, they're telling you a damn lie. That's like saying they ain't got no trauma in their life. They can kiss your entire ass, right? Trust yourself that you know what you are doing and what you are leading for you is about your career mind, and your career focus. Just stretch a few places that are in the need category versus the wants. And that's what I've got for you, babe. Wow, it's so hot. Oh my gosh. Whoo, everybody get out of the room. Everybody leave. Everybody leave. Whoo, we made it, guys. We made it. We made it. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh my God. Amanda has a live. She's probably live. I don't have my phone. Where's my phone? Okay, let me see if anybody made any donations or anything like that. Nope. No donations. Okay, nope. No problems. All right. All right. Well, anyway, I hope everybody absolutely enjoyed their day today. I absolutely enjoyed mine. This was our very first Friday fixtures. They will only get better, guys. I promise. We will keep working on them. I will get all the correct everything tweaked out so that we can just flow through them and get them going much better. I love, 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 love you guys so much. Remember, if you want to make any kind of donation or you want to send in a love box, mystery box, spirit box, ghost box, whatever, I'm going to start doing the unboxings live. I'm going to get better at them. Yesterday sucked. I should have been showing you guys the cards. There was all kinds of tweaks. I went back and watched me, and I was like, I'm going to do that wholly different. So we will be doing it a little different. Every unboxing we will grow together, right, guys? So I'm a little excited. I can't wait for the next unboxing. I do believe it is coming from Chloe. And you guys just, you know what? Smile. Smile and remember it literally could change the life of someone that you smiled at. I love you guys. Stay lifted, and maybe I'll see you in the chats coming up real soon. Bye, everybody. Good night. I am burning up. No, I need you to leave me alone, Miles. Stop.